On the broadcast tonight, Wood Honors College celebrates another year with the Chipotle fundraiser, and APB Shamrock Shake fundraiser is coming soon.
Also, a group of Blue Men are performing at the Lourdes Performing Arts Center.
All that and more right now on SUTV News. Good evening and welcome to this week's broadcast with the latest news. I'm Tatiana Steele.
And I'm Abby Hockenberry. The Lourdes Performing Arts Center has an exciting new show next week. Blue Man Group is coming to Shippensburg University. This iconic music group has been around since 1987. Blue Man Group is also known for their performances that combine music, art, and comedy to create a one-of-a-kind show. The show features the titular Blue Men, 3 nonverbal blue painted characters. There are 2 showings for Blue Man Group. The first will be Tuesday, March 10th, and the second will be on Wednesday, March 11th. Both showings will start at 7:30 p.m. on their respective dates. Ticket prices range from $49 to $125. You can purchase tickets online or in person at the Lourdes Center box office. Yesterday, the Page Center hosted its annual International Women's Day event. The event was organized by the Center of Global Education, Page Center, and Women's and Gender Studies minor. The event was dedicated to the works of and efforts of women on campus and in history. Several clubs and organizations attended with vision boards to represent the event. The boards represented the International Student Association, Feminists of SHIP, WSYC, and many more. There was even an international dance lesson, free food, and the Jera Awards. The Page Center has more events planned dedicated to Women's History Month, so keep an eye out for information about them.
Come Shamrock and shake it up with APB on Friday as they host the Shamrock Shake and Make event. Grab a vanilla or shamrock shake and enjoy a number of crafts and activities. Come tie-dye beanies, socks, shirts, tote bags, and headbands, or engrave a bracelet perfect for the spring. Be sure to be in the Cub NPR this Friday at 8 p.m. for this exciting event. Shippensburg University Acting Group is hosting an improv show this weekend. Come see a live show with talented performers and no scripts, where scenes and stories are created and performed on the spot based off audience suggestions. The improvised performance will be this Saturday, March 7th, 5:30 p.m. 5:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. in Orndorff Theater in the Cub. There's a $5 entrance fee, but anyone is welcome to come and enjoy.
Are you looking for some good food and a good cause? Well, then come out to the Shippensburg Chipotle this weekend for both. The Wood Honors College here at Shippensburg is doing a fundraiser at Chipotle. 25% of all sales during the event will go back to the Honors College to fund more honors activities. The event will be on Saturday, March 7th from 5 to 9 p.m. at the Shippensburg Chipotle. To partake in the fundraiser, show the flyer in the restaurant or use the code on the flyer when ordering online. Be sure to come out and support the Woods Honors College this weekend.
Coming up next, we have more information on the U.S. attack on Iran that happened this past Saturday.
And the testimony Hillary and Bill Clinton gave on the Epstein files.
More news coming up after this break.
Even the mighty might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
The freedom to live in safety. That's an American dream.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut, the one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, Sure, I can have a drink. With a feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Now it's time to take a trip around the globe with Caroline Cooper.
A shooting at an Austin, Texas bar has been labeled as a potential terrorist attack amid U.S. strikes on Iran. The man identified in the mass shooting that left 2 people dead and 14 wounded wore a hoodie that read, quote, "property of Allah," end quote, an indicator that these attacks might have terroristic motives. The attack came hours after U.S. President Donald Trump launched airstrikes on Iran, killing Iranian leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, although authorities are unsure if this attack was related to the conflict in the Middle East. The FBI is investigating it. Meanwhile, large cities are on high alert for other potential attacks. A vigil was held Sunday night in honor of the 2 lives that were lost. This past weekend, warfare broke out in the Middle East as both Israel and the United States launched attacks against Iran. For an in-depth look on the situation, here is SUTV's Alexander Keeley.
On Saturday, February 28th, the United States and Israel broke several weeks of buildup and launched an attack on Iran. Dubbed as Operation Epic Fury, the strikes quickly targeted Iranian military and government infrastructure. By Saturday night, it was announced that Iranian Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei and several other government officials were killed in the attacks. There has been a lot of uncertainty on what the goals of this operation are, and even if President Donald Trump was allowed to go to war without congressional approval. For a better look into it, SUTV interviewed Dr. Brian Ulrich, a history professor here at Shippensburg.
I don't think I can say for sure what things are happening now. And again, for the goals, like you can listen to the statements as to what we're trying to achieve the same way I am and try to follow that.
The most impacted people in this war will be the citizens of Iran, many of which are hoping for the end of an oppressive regime. However, many Americans are fearing how they might be affected by Iran retaliating.
The Iranian strategy seems to be to extract a cost for what the United States and Israel are doing in attacking them. And part of that cost is involving the energy infrastructure in the Persian Gulf region. And so you are seeing disruptions of different kinds to the shipping of oil, the shipping and production of oil and natural gas.
Not even a week has passed since the war in Iran broke out, so there is also uncertainty on where this conflict will go in the future.
One option is, of course, that the United States and or Israel decide that our objectives are met and simply call it to an end. But it's very hard to predict where this goes going forward, except Iran is also probably going to, at some point, run out of munitions, just like the U.S. may and Israel.
No matter where the situation is headed, the conflict will continue to be destructive. 6 American soldiers have lost their lives so far, as well as many Iranians. As more of the war unfolds, we will cover what is going on. For the full interview with Dr. Brian Ulrich, be sure to follow us on YouTube and check out our website at sutvnews.org in the coming weeks. For SUTV News, I am Alexander Keeley. Now back to Caroline Cooper with the rest of World News.
The Clintons have recently been questioned on their involvement in the Epstein files. This past week, both former President Bill Clinton and his wife Hillary Clinton were questioned in depositions over their involvement with the late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. The depositions took place in the Clintons' home city of Chapua, New York, and they each faced about 4.5 hours of questioning. Both of the Clintons initially declined questioning, but House Republicans threatened to hold them in contempt of Congress, which could impose criminal charges. The former president denied all associations or wrongdoings on his part, even when shown a picture of him in a hot tub with an unknown woman. Hillary Clinton was very aggressive in calling out Republicans, including President Trump, on their own involvement with the files. Hillary Clinton also stormed out of the room when an audience member made a picture from the deposition public. These questionings did little to reveal new information on the case and are mainly seen as the Clintons keeping good political postures. We will see in the coming weeks if any new information comes forth from anyone involved. I'm Caroline Cooper for SUTV News. Now back to Tatiana and Abby at the desk.
Coming up next, we talk about the anniversary of a popular game and a new movie coming out.
And we look into this upcoming week's weather.
Don't go away, we will be right back.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire, and how to control the flames. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
Hate is loud. It gets clicks. It gets attention. Hate, however, is actually quite small. But love is the majority. Love fills our hearts, our lives, our every day.
We are taught you don't talk about your problems with nobody because you could get in trouble. And I've been through a lot. Anxiety, depression, sexual assault. When I decided to get help, my life changed. And the mental health box, that was one of the big tools. Accepting help means that we're allowing somebody to bless our life. It's freeing. We got stronger together. Love your mind.
I don't know what it's been this past week. Maybe it's the midterms, maybe it's the weather. I don't know, but I've been exhausted this whole entire week.
Yeah, same. Like, we had great weather this past weekend. Like, the sun was out. It was a great time, but it's just been raining the past few days, and my hair gets like a mess every time I step outside.
I'm hoping it's better weather for this upcoming week, hopefully.
I do too. Let's hope that Forrest has some good news with us. Forrest?
Well, I can tell you. Good evening, Shippensburg University. Tonight in weather, is the apocalypse upon us? Probably not, but earlier this week, the moon did turn red. Last Tuesday morning, you may have observed a stunning astrological event, a total lunar eclipse, more commonly referred to as a blood moon. A total lunar eclipse occurs when the Earth moves directly between the Sun and the Moon, casting a shadow onto the lunar surface, causing it to appear a deep red, hence the name blood moon. Unlike a solar eclipse, where the moon covers the sun, there was no danger to your eyes while watching the event. The next time a total lunar eclipse will be visible from North America will be in 2029. But right now, I'm more worried about 2026. So let's take a look at your weather. Have you ever heard the song Blue Monday by New Order? Well, today is looking a lot more like a gray Thursday. With all this rain and fog, you're lucky to see any color, and I, for one, am just tired of it. And it doesn't end today. We're looking at possible thunderstorms as we continue through the night, and the fog that we've been seeing all day will continue. But, the wind's calm. That's all I can say for there. But let's look at tomorrow's weather. Tomorrow we're looking at a 20% chance of rain. Now, it may still rain, but I'm hopeful it won't. Our temperatures are looking better, and the clouds are going to stick around all day, with temperatures consistently around the mid-50s and a low of only 47. As we turn to the 7-day, we see something of an evil weather sandwich, if you will. On Friday and Saturday, it's most likely going to rain again. We're looking at temperatures in the 50s, in the 60s. It's blah, it's more gray. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, we're looking at the meat, the good part of our evil weather sandwich. We're seeing temps in the 60s, 70s, 67. It's going to be lovely, lovely weather. If you're going to do something outside, I recommend Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday, We see good temps on Wednesday, highs almost in the 80s, which is crazy for winter weather. It's not spring until the 20th. And Thursday, it's likely to rain again. But hey, as anyone who plays video games will tell you, you can't stay on a win streak forever. And while we are treated with these warm, sunny weather on Sunday through Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, it showers again, with the high for Thursday falling back into the 60s. Now, what does all this mean for you? Simple. Take advantage of these nice days as much as you can. Get outside, enjoy the weather, and most importantly, have fun. I myself plan to play tennis with my friends. Well, that's all, folks. I'm Forrest Petters, and I hope you enjoy the wonderfully whimsical warm weather we start next week off with. And now off to Talon Salinger with your entertainment.
The animated adult comedy show Smiling Friends is coming to a close on April 12th. The creators, Zach Hadel and Michael Kozak, have decided to end their show last Thursday after only 3 short seasons. This decision comes as a shock to most, as Adult Swim greenlit their 4th and 5th seasons in early June of last year. However, fans will still be able to enjoy 2 episodes that are planned to release on April 12th. Remember to smile, even if it can't be with the wacky creations of Hadel and Kozak. To all the Mortal Kombat fans out there, never fear, for the movie is near. This movie is going to be continuing the storyline from the first movie in 2021. This movie will be directed by Simon McQuoid, who is known for his work on the first Mortal Kombat film and plans to continue his work for the next one. This will be rebooted with a well-known cast and epic battles. Some well-known featured characters are Sonya Blade, Johnny Cage, Katana, Jade, and many more. Mortal Kombat 2 is coming out on May 15th. Let's see if this is going to be a flawless victory or a fatality. A24 has just released the first trailer for the new sci-fi horror film coming out this year. The movie, titled Backrooms, started as a fan-made universe that became popular off of several YouTube videos posted in 2022 by Kane Parsons. The short videos gained so much popularity that A24 decided to hire Parsons as the lead director for this film. The trailer depicts the most popular Backrooms level with yellow wallpaper and unsettling office lights. Some notable cast for the movies include Avon Jagia, Finn Bennett, and Lakita Maxwell. Backrooms plans to be released on May 29th, so keep an eye out for this horror thriller. The popular video game franchise by Nintendo, called Pokémon, has just celebrated its 30th anniversary. On February 27th, the official Pokémon YouTube channel released a video recapping the past 30 years, along with all the accomplishments from the Pokémon community. The video thanks all of their loyal fans for the epic saga for their continued support over the decades. The popular video game series has released a whopping 1,025 total creatures over the 9 total generations, along with the various side games too, like Legends Arceus and the newly released Legends ZA. Along with this video was the announcement of Generation 10. The pair of games will be titled Pokémon Winds and Waves, and is heavily inspired by Southeast Asian countries. The new starters for the game were also released as well. The grass-type starter is named Brout, and it has grown iconic for resembling a green angry bird. The fire starter is called Pombon, an adorable fire puppy that has stolen the hearts of many. And lastly is the water starter Gekwa, to which fans love almost as equally as the fire dog. The new games are set to release sometime in 2027, with the exact release date being unknown. Iconic actor Bruce Campbell has announced that he has been diagnosed with cancer. Campbell stated that his form of cancer is treatable, but not curable. Bruce Campbell is most known for his role as Ash Williams, the main character of the cult classic Evil Dead film series. Campbell announced that he is taking the summer off to prioritize his treatment. The 67-year-old actor will have to cancel his upcoming convention appearances. Bruce Campbell is a legend, and his role in the Evil Dead film series has cemented him in horror film history. In the famous words of Ash Williams, Hail to the King. This has been Talon Salinger for your entertainment news. Now back to Tatiana and Abby at the desk.
Coming up next, we look into wrestling entering the NCAA qualifier this past weekend.
And the indoor track team taking home some titles at the PSAC Championship.
Stay with us because there is more after this.
Where did the time go? I don't know how I got here.
You've done the hard part. You quit smoking. Now do the easy part and get scanned for lung cancer. If you smoked, you may still be at risk, but early detection could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Elmo's daddy taught him that when he has a big feeling like being frustrated, humming a song can help you feel better. We all have big feelings, and we are all here for one another. Love your mind.
The men's basketball team of Shippensburg University fell to East Stroudsburg in the first round of the PSAC playoffs this past Monday. Shippensburg found themselves at 1 point down by 22 against the Warriors with a score of 67-45 with less than 11 minutes to go in the second half. As East Stroudsburg held an 18-point lead with less than 6 minutes left, the Raiders found spark as the clock ticked down. SU fought and clawed back with everything they had left, having embarked on an 11-0 run and cutting the deficit down to 5 with a minute 40 left in the game. As the game came down to a back-and-forth free throws between Ship and ESU, Ship cut the East Stroudsburg lead down to 4, but couldn't cut it down any further. The Warriors defeated the Raiders with a final score of 80-76. The effort by the Raiders was seen throughout the stat sheet as 4 players of the Shippensburg Raiders scored over 10-plus points. Senior Timmy Connor led the team in scoring with 16 points on the night with 3 three-pointers, and Michael Dixon ended the night with 15 points along with 3 assists and 3 steals. This would mark the final game of the Raiders seniors Dendel Ferragroa, Trey Martin, and Timmy Connor in a not-so-ideal fashion. But each player has something to be proud of as the trio totaled over 1,880 career points. The Raiders lacrosse team battled against the Jefferson Rams this past Saturday, but unfortunately fell to them with a score of 9-13. Ship was down 8 of their players over the weekend due to either injury or illness. Despite this, the Raiders managed to maintain 4 separate 1-goal leads before the first half, going into halftime with a tied score of 6-6. The most notable scorers of the competition were Maddie Palmatron and Bryn Halcock, both scoring 2 goals each. Additionally, freshmen Abby Schwartz-Mitchell and Jordan Markey both scored their first collegiate goals of their career during this competition. During the competition, goalkeeper Leah Kramer recorded 5 saves. Despite the loss, the Raiders played a whole game very well, giving them promising starts to the season. The lacrosse team's next home game is March 11th at 3 p.m. versus Bloomsburg. Last Saturday, the Raider wrestling team earned its first NCAA qualifier since 2023. Nick Delpt earned the spot after placing second in the 165-pound final last Saturday at Super Region 1 Championship in East Stroudsburg. Delp nearly had his regional run cut short due to an injury forcing him into concussion protocol. After a lengthy delay, Delp managed to return with a 20-3 Tech Fall victory against Fairmont. Delp would earn second after medically forfeiting the final match, earning second place in a spot at the national championship. Fellow teammates Diesel Kozer, Mike Trainer, and Kyle Von Schmidt performed well too. Kozer would score 4 wins in the 197-pounder matches, earning 5th place. Vaughn Schmidt and trainer earned 6th place in the 133 and 149-pounder matches respectively. Overall, the Shippensburg wrestling team placed 7th in the Super Regional 1 Championship. Nick Delp will move on to the National Championship in Sioux Falls, South Dakota on March 13th, which is also my birthday. The Indoor Track Championship took place this past Saturday and Sunday, and the Raiders took home some hardware. Starting with the men, the Raiders won their 15th consecutive PSAC indoor title. Ship scored all but one event. Tommy Crum Jr. was named the 2026 PSAC Indoor Championships overall MVP. This is the 2nd consecutive year that Crum has earned this title. Keon Green also became the 6th Raider to win a PSAC indoor title in the 200 event. Moving on to the women's side, the Raiders placed 5th, with 12th individual place winners. Shayla Krisky won the PSAC Women's Indoor 5K title, making her the 4th Raider to accomplish this feat. Emmy Calamia, Melanie Barger, Madison Malcolm, and Alyssa were placed 3rd in the 4x4 meter relay. This is the 7th consecutive year that the SU Women's 4x4 has earned an all PSAC finish. Both men and women's outdoor track and field will start later this month on March 21st in the Keystone Challenge. Shippensburg softball is back and is off to a hot start. The Raiders opened the season on the road in North Carolina with back-to-back doubleheaders against Cudaba College and Wingate University. The team started off hot, sweeping Cudaba before splitting the matches against Wingate. Leading the team for Ship was junior Sarah Bozic, who earned her 2nd PSAC Softball Athlete of the Week title after a stellar performance at the plate, where she went 7 for 15 with 3 home runs and 8 RBIs. Another notable performance came from sophomore pitcher Danny Hayward, who threw 9 strikeouts and banked a 4.0 earned run average over 14 innings. You can catch the team at home this weekend as they host IUP and Pace University with another set of back-to-back doubleheaders. That's all for sports this week. I'm Karen Duffy. Now back to Tatiana and Abby at the desk.
Coming up next, we see what events Ship students want to see at the Lure Center.
Stay tuned.
Everyone has a ritual, that small thing to keep us focused.
A habit we never skip, to clear our minds and elevate our performance.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game? To drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health. Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body.
It's about taking care of your mental health. Discover the resources that you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
Hello everyone, welcome to this week's Ship Talk. I am your host Josh Fair, and this week's question is, what event would you like to see at the Lure Center?
I would like to see Beyonce.
Any particular songs you want to see her perform?
Single Ladies.
Oh, that's a good one. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You know what? I would love to see a police reunion at the Lure Center. Let's make that happen.
Heck yeah.
I heard about this hypnosis thing where like someone was supposed to think she was like a sloth, which I think is kind of cool. So if we were to do hypnosis again, I think that'd be awesome.
I'm a big fan of Shane Gillis. I would love to see him. He's a pretty funny comedian, so I mean that'd be pretty sick if we had him here.
I would like the Lure Center to low-key collab with MSA.
I would love for a musician to come, specifically Raven Lene. I love a black woman in alt music.
Oh yeah, that could be fun to see.
I love the actor and comedian Steve Martin, so if he were to come here, I think that would just like be the highlight of my life.
I would love to see Phantom of the Opera. It's touring right now.
I would like to see more musical performances at the Lure Center, like Malcolm to Odd.
I would watch Drew Afualo do a performance of some kind, like a podcast episode.
Thank you for staying with us this week to watch Ship Talk. As for my answer to the question, personally, I would like to see a comedian of some sort, maybe someone like Gabriel Iglesias or someone that I've just seen clips of before who will be fun to see in person. Now back to Abby and Tatiana at the desk.
You know, I would love to see more like plays, theatrical, like musicals at Lures myself. Like, I know our acting group here on campus, they do a lot of plays too, but I would like to see more at Lures.
I definitely have to agree with you on that. I really did enjoy watching The Wizard of Oz on Ice. It's one of my favorite movies. It's an original movie. I just love it so much. And maybe, hopefully in the future, we can maybe have artists come our way, not just the Blue Men, but maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Thank you for spending your evening with us here at SUTV. I'm Tatiana Steele.
And I'm Abby Hockenberry. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram at SUTV News, and check out our website, sutvnews.org.
See you next week, and good night.